So, good evening everyone. So, I'm here today to discuss the freshwater ecosystem. So, freshwater ecosystems, low salt content making suitable environment for barriers, plants, and animal. So, sa freshwater, natay tulo ka buok, natay freshwater habitat, types of freshwater habitats. So, mo na si lentic, lotic, and wetlands. So, the first zone is littoral zone. This zone is the shallow nurture area where sunlight penetrates to the bottom supporting the growth of aquatic plants. It's the most biologically productive zones and provides habitat for a variety of organisms including algae, emergent plants, insects, fish, amphibians, and small mammals. So number 2 is limnetic zone. Also known as the open water zone, the limnetic zone is well lit, often surface water area away from the shore. It typically extends to the depth and sunlight can penetrate or photosynthesis. Phytoplankton, zooplankton, and fish are abundant in this zone. It's an important area for primary production and supports much the lake's food web. So number 3, ang ikatulong nga zone is profundal zone. This zone is the dark area of the lake or pond where sunlight cannot penetrate. It lies below flood sunlight cannot it limnetic zones and atypically oxygen's poor. The composition of organic matter is a major source of nutrients here, and specialized organisms such as deep water fish and bottom-dwelling invertebrates inhabit this zone. So, the stratification of in lentic ecosystems refers to a layering of water into distinct horizontal zones based on temperatures, density, and light penetration. This phenomenon occurs primarily in lakes and large ponds, is influenced by factors such as sunlight, temperatures, and water density. The main layers formed due to stratification are there are three forms due to stratification. The first is eplimnion. Number 2 is metalimnion or also called thermocline. And number 3 is hypolimnion. So, number 1 is eplimnion. This is the uppermost layer in water in a stratified lake. It is a warmer and less dense than the deeper layers and receives the most sunlight. The eplimnion is well mixed by wind and wave actions which helps distribute oxygen and nutrients throughout this layer. Most of biological activity including photosynthesis and primary productions occurs in the eplimnion. Number 2 is metalimnion or thermocline. Below the eplimnion lies an metalimnion, also known as the thermocline. This is transitional layer characterized by a rapid decrease in temperatures with depths. The metalimnion acts as the barrier to vertical mixings between the warmer eplimnion above the remain isolated from surface and to the thermocline above. Oxygen levels in a hypomnium may decrease over time as organic matters accumulates and undergoes decomposition. Nutrients concentration may also increase in this layer. Stratification in lentic ecosystems play a crucial role in maintaining water quality, regulating nutrient cycling, and influencing the distribution of aquatic organisms. It can impact processes such as oxygen availability, nutrient availability, and habitat suitability throughout the water column. Stratified lakes often undergo seasonal cycles of mixings and eutrophications in response to changes in temperatures and weather patterns. Eutrophication is a process that occurs in aquatic ecosystems, both lentic, still waters, and lotic, flowing water, characterized by excessive nutrients enrichment, particularly phosphorus and nitrogen. This enrichment stimulates the growth of algae and other aquatic plants, leading to increased biomass production known as algal bloom. So, The process of eutrophication typically unfolds as follows. Nutrient input. Number 1 is nutrient input. Number 2 is algal bloom. Number 3 is decreased water clarity. Number 4 is oxygen depletion. Number 1 is nutrient input. Excess nutrient often from sources such as agricultural runoff, water waster, discharge, and fertilizers enter the aquatic ecosystem. Number 2 is algal bloom. The increased availability of nutrients fuels rapid growth the algae and phytoplankton. This can result in the formation of dense algal blooms on the water surface which may be visible as green scums or mats. Number 3 is decreased water clarity. As the algal biomass accumulates, it reduces water clarity by blocking sunlight from reaching deeper layers. This can inhibit the growth of submerged aquatic plants, disrupt the balance of the ecosystems. Number 4 is oxygen depletion. When the algae die and decompose, aerobic bacteria consume oxygen during the decomposition process. This can lead to a depletion of dissolved oxygen level in the water, creating hypoxic, low oxygen, or anoxic, no oxygen, conditions that are harmful to aquatic organisms such as fish and other aquatic animals. So the first is lentic zone. So what is lentic? A lentic ecosystems refers to a freshwater ecosystems characterized by standing or still water such as ponds, lakes, reservoir. These ecosystems can vary greatly in size, depth, and nutrient content, leading to a diverse range of plant and animal life. Lentic ecosystems are influenced by a factor such as sunlight, temperatures, nutrient levels, and water flow. They provide habitats for a variety of organisms and play important roles in nutrient cycling, water storage, and flood control. So, sa lentic ecosystem, natay 3 zone. Ang una is littoral zone, ang ikaduha is limnitic zone, ang ikatulo kay profundal zone.
Aquatic ecosystems are characterized by flowing waters. Examples include the river, streams, brooks, and springs. Here, the oxygen level is higher due to the continually moving water of the current, and the water is cleared. The flow of the water is different depending on the areas of river or streams. Freshwater habitats and divide into major categories: lotus, wash in running water, lentic, let's climb or standing water habitats. Lotex habitats are those exciting in rivalry, fast-running streams, spring, river, and brooks. Lakes habitats are represented by the lakes, ponds, and swamps. What is Lotek system? A Lotek system includes all flows, islands, bodies such as creeks, rivers, streams, and so on. The ecology of flowing water is delicate in many ways of the often shaped by the nature of behavior of the following water. A river, for example, is the flow of water body, usually in directional, with a source of and ends. It usually contains physical change. At the source of the river is it is narrower, precise, cold, fast flow, and rich in oxygen. Down to the end, it is usually wind in size, less oxygen, slow movement, and more. Aquatic system. Aquatic system that consists of flowing freshwater are known as Lontex system. We have amazing 241 miles of streams and rivers. In the park, almost 2-3 of these miles of headwater streams, including the source of many creeks and rivers, originating in tiny steep and springs, um, ranging in elevation from below of 1,000 to above 5,000 feet. Lotic system play in an important role throughout the park.